Hey Sagittarius, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. We are just going to tell a little 5-card story, and we're using the Tiger Breathing Bear deck. You can find this artist on Instagram, Tiger Breathing Bear. So, cutting the deck here. So curious about what I just saw. It looked like radishes on the bottom of the deck, but we've moved on. So, all right, from the top of the deck. Begin of flowers. So, Page of Cups. A new relationship, new feelings. Something in the heart. Oh, wow. Being like externalized. Seeing something that you love in the reality around you. There's this divinely inspired thing, but it's happening to you. You're the one having these feelings. You're the one experiencing this. And there's like a larger plan here. Yeah, it's like you're just sitting there and suddenly you feel this presence in your heart. I almost want to say there might be like not psychic communication, but like communication with the dead is a little bit of what I'm getting here. There's like a little ghost in your heart. There's like some sort of little ghost haunting your heart. It's a good haunting though. You're at peace with this. You have a little ghosty in your heart. But it's like the beginning of a relationship. So maybe you're having like a premonition about somebody or something. It's the begin of flowers. The first buds. Oh, and then 9 of arrows. This is the opposite energy. This is fascinating because this is you having this like inspired feeling coming over you. But you're so tired. You're so tired, and how are you ever going to get through? So it's almost like it's reminding me of getting this really great idea and then being like, but how? Oh, hold on. But how am I going to express that? How am I going to, where will I find the time? I'm already so busy and I have this new idea and this beautiful new thing, but I don't know how to get there. Or it could be also seeing someone across the cafeteria, but I'm not seeing a school cafeteria, I'm seeing a work cafeteria, like seeing someone across the cafeteria and being like, oh my gosh, this person, there's something about their vibe that really resonates with me. But I only have 5 minutes left in my lunch. I have to get going here. I have 3 meetings this week. I'm hanging out with friends all weekend. I don't even have time to like, I don't currently have time to ask them out, and I don't know when I'd ask them out to go out with me, or I don't know how to do this. There's just like, you want something, you see it, you're excited about it, it resonates with you, it's part of your heart, there's something resonating with you, but how do you get that? It seems impossible to get there. It seems just impossible. The road is impassable. Maybe you could figure it out, but it's going to be work and it's going to be hard and you're almost too tired for this. The wheel. Oh man, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, I'm going to post a picture with this because there's, I saw this like Buddha statue with a wheel and it was like, Buddha, take the wheel. Anyway, I hope I remember to do that. The wheel turning luck, but your luck changes. There's something that really resonates with you. And you're like, so in our little cafeteria metaphor, you see someone walk in and you're like, I don't know, I just feel their energy, their vibe feels really good, but I have 5 minutes left for lunch and they're like, and there's 40 million people between us and there's no way I can go talk to them. I'm also somewhat tongue-tied. I have a really busy afternoon. I don't know. And then it turns out they're doing a tour of the facility and they end up in your office later on in the day. It's just like, wait, what? What just happened? And then you get to have this long conversation with them where there's much better connection than you would have had in the cafeteria. So It's like seeing something that really resonates with you. And maybe it's a job, maybe it's something like that. And you're just like, how am I even going to get there? How do I do this? But something changes, something in the air changes, something unexpected happens that seems to me to make this more feasible. Your luck changes. The roulette table spins. Oh, but I think we're in suspended animation. We don't know what's going to happen. It feels impossible, and it kind of does, especially with odds like this. It feels a little bit impossible, but you never know. You got to give fate a chance to do their part. You got to give destiny a chance to pull tricks out of its hat. Like, you got to give the external universe some sort of chance to surprise you, you know? I had a friend win a pretty decent sum in the lottery, and I was like, oh man, I'm happy for you. I'm jealous, love your new house. And she was like, well, you know what? You got to play to win. And I know you don't play the lottery. So, and I'm not saying to go play the lottery. I'm just saying, like, you got to take the risk. You got to put some money down. But you got to leave something open for destiny, for fate to happen. And it can happen anyway. You don't have to play the lottery. If the universe wants you to have, you know, a couple $100,000, it's going to find a way to get you that $100,000, or maybe, I hope, I don't know. Anyway, you got to give destiny a chance to, you got to put a little money down though. You're not going to win something for nothing. You know, even the lottery, you got to buy your $1-2 ticket. Got to put some money down. Looks like you want to, you maybe have. It seems impossible. Odds are stacked against you, but it's all up in the air right now. 2 of arrows. No, you were denied. Okay, it was all up in the air for a minute, but probably not. You realize the odds are kind of steep there, but you played the game. You actually know a little bit more about the game. It maybe like increased your faith in the universe in some way, of like, okay, well, I didn't win, but you know what, if the universe wanted me to win, the universe would have won me. So I guess that's not my path. There's something here that, but it's like, no, like, I almost feel like too, like you followed instructions, you followed the directions, and still it was a no. So it's like almost like, yeah, that person shows up in your office, you have a good conversation, you ask them out, you're doing everything right, you're charming, you're great, you're not overly charming, you're not coming across as a slime bucket, you're like, you're fine, you're good, you're doing a good job, you did a good job, and they still say no. That doesn't mean anything about you, you know, it just means whatever. And maybe you say no, maybe at the end, after you have this twist of fate and you have this whole conversation with them in your office, a metaphoric situation here, and you're like, actually, I'm not vibing with them as much as I thought I was. So there's sort of like this twist of fate, everything's up in the air, and, well, maybe not actually happening. And then 3 of earth. You get out of there. It's like this quick little, like, almost fantasy of a relationship where you're like, see, look, this is the same shape. This cloud is the same, and you're leaving it in the dust. You almost look like you, like, crop dust some people or something, and you're like, I'm out of here. No, but 3 of earth is the wheels all get turning. So maybe you're like, but you do go somewhere. It's 2-3. You know, something really resonates. It's all up in the air here. There's like a, but I love how there's instructions here of like how to do something. It's almost like you assemble a bike or something and then you take off on it. It seems impossible, but maybe this could happen. And this whole chopstick situation with this 2 of arrows, it's usually a no. Chopsticks are a no for me, just lack coordination. I can do it, but I have to not be thinking about it to do it. I have to just pick up the chopsticks and do it. And then halfway through the meal, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm eating with chopsticks. And then I need the fork. And it was a, because I noticed, you know, I'm like, oh, what's happening here? And got all nervous about it. So, but there's like instructions, there's something about how to do something that seems impossible. But you do, there's coordination here. And maybe you just do it without a person. But there's some kind of risk and some kind of like random thing that happens. A twist of fate. Maybe it's someone that's been creating some difficulty for you. They're out of the way. Somebody new comes in. But this Three of Earth, where you end up is you're going places, you're working with other people, you've got a team, and maybe it's like even like a team assembled for something. And maybe you don't end up doing the thing that you assembled the team for, but you do end up doing something else. Like, as long as this team's assembled, we might as well just keep going. But you go somewhere. This creates mobility and forward movement. But it's joining forces. Maybe there's something you end up, you're overwhelmed by something, you can't do it by yourself, but someone else, but other people help you. And with the wheel and then the three wheels working together, but then we have this, no, there's a lot of turning energy. All of these last cards have rotation going on, and maybe churning, and maybe turnover. Maybe there's some turnover at your work, which actually brings in the right person to really move something going. Because someone's out, someone's not right. But I think in the end, you do win. In the end, you do win. Somebody's out, somebody doesn't work out or something. There's a no here, which leads almost directly to some fast movement. So maybe somebody that's causing problems or difficulty with something that maybe they excuse themselves, and then now we can go. Now we can move forward. It's really interesting. There's this random twist of fate right in the middle of here. And then on either sides of that are this difficulty moving forward, maybe difficult words, maybe difficult situation. But then the outer bookends of this are resonating with your heart and really moving forward with somebody else. So there's a twist of fate coming in that kind of changes. The immediate environment might feel negative, but the overall effect is going to be really positive. And actually make space for you to move towards something that really does resonate with you. All right, well, I hope that was helpful, Sagittarius. Very fascinating reading. Talk to you guys next time.